All right, ladies and gents, I think we are just about ready to get the stream rolling for today. Everything looks good to go, so why don't we go ahead and start things out here. Welcome, everybody, back again to another stream. Today is stream number 289. Welcome back to the streaming week, everybody. Today is Monday, January 16th. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Before we begin today's stream, let's go over our streaming schedule. Always a good place to start. We stream Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 Central, daily updates on the community tab. You guys know how it goes if you've been here before. And in case you haven't been here before, well, welcome to the streams. I hope you enjoy them. In terms of today's stream, ladies and gents, we're going to start off the week a little bit slow. We're going to start off the week just doing a casual little Q&A, talk about whatever we want to talk about session. I think that could be an awesome way to get started on the week. Later on this week, we will be making more Ninjago Miis on the Nintendo Switch. That'll be happening very, very soon, as well as doing some more gaming stuff this week. So aside from today, this week is going to be pretty busy, but for today, just because it's Monday, I figured we could start things off with a little bit of a casual, laid back, let's just hang out and talk about whatever you guys want to talk about kind of stream. So that's what I have planned for today. Hope you guys are okay with that. I know I sure am. Coming off the back of this weekend, I could use a pretty casual, laid back Monday. So hopefully you guys are okay with that too. Before we begin though, how are you guys doing on this lovely Monday evening? How are you guys doing? What do you guys got going on? Anything cool happened today or over the weekend? Feels like it's been a minute since I've talked to you guys. Have I seen any Tom Hanks movies? Yeah, Castaway is one of my favorite movies. Check out Castaway if you haven't seen it. Tom Hanks gets stranded on an island and he makes friends with a volleyball. Almost said basketball. Wilson's not a basketball, he's a volleyball. Yeah, check out Castaway if you guys haven't done so just yet. Ooh, Tuesday for you. Future people, living in the future, I see. Good, doing great, awesome, pretty good, glad to hear. Visiting with my cousins, always fun, hope that goes well for you. We have a $2 donation from Ghost to kick off the stream today. Thank you very much, Ghost, for the $2 donation. It's officially Tannin time. You got it. It's time for I don't know. I was gonna go somewhere with that, but I don't know where I was going. Thank you, Ghost, for the $2 donation. I appreciate that, and thank you very much for supporting the channel. It means a lot to me. Ghost. Had a rainy but easy work day. Oh, that's fair. It's pretty rainy here too. It's kind of rainy and gross here. I don't want to go outside. Thank you, Ghost, once again for the $2 super chat. I appreciate that. Ooh, Saving Private Ryan is the best. Yeah, that is a pretty good one. Pretty sad, though, so go to that one with lots and lots of tissues, because you will need it. It's very sad movie, all things considered. Harumi and her volleyball team. You betcha. Harumi is making a team of volleyball players, and they're going to beat the ninja. That was such a weird line in Crystallized, wasn't it? A lot of people love that line, though. And I guess to an extent I do, too. Ooh, thoughts on The Last of Us Episode 1. Ooh, and what is The Last of Us about? Let me tell you, dear viewer. So if you guys have not heard of The Last of Us, essentially takes place 20 years into the apocalypse where most of humanity is pretty much dead or infected, as they say. But basically there's this dude named Joel. He meets this little girl named Ellie, and they need to travel across the country together because reasons. I don't want to spoil anything about the show or the game if you guys haven't played it just yet, but yeah, the first episode of the show was pretty good. I had very, very low expectations for the show going into it, but I'm happy to report that episode 1 was pretty good. I actually liked it quite a bit. The changes that they made were appropriate, I'd say, and in a lot of cases the changes were a lot better than what the game actually showed us, so I'd say the show is pretty good. If you guys have played the game, thank you, Spider-Car, for subscribing. If you guys have played the game and you want to watch the show, I'd recommend it. They make a lot of really good changes. We also have a donation from Thomas Bradshaw. Thank you very much, Thomas. There it is. There's your super chat. Thank you very much, Thomas, for the donation. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. Appreciate that. Ooh, getting Ant-Man tickets in an hour. Do Ant-Man tickets go on sale tonight? Might want to get mine here, too. Kind of looking forward to that movie the more I see of it. I want to go see MODOK. I think MODOK's going to be really funny. Video game adaptations do seem to be getting a lot better lately. Yeah, I agree. For the longest time, video game adaptations were just horrendous, especially in like the 90s, 2000s. But nowadays, they seem to be getting a little bit better, and I feel like it's just because, hey, just follow the game and you'll be fine. You don't need to make this entirely different thing like the Super Mario movie, for example. The original Super Mario movie, not the new animated one. That one seems to be a little bit more faithful. I'm talking like the original, when did that come out? Early 90s, maybe? Yeah, Super Mario Brothers. I don't know. That original movie was horrific. Check it out if you guys haven't seen it just yet. They come out tonight. Might need to get some of those tickets then. I will see what's up. Not really sure how packed the theaters will be for Ant-Man 3. Don't know. Let's see. What else do we got here? Yellow Brick Road song thoughts. It's alright. Not really my favorite song out there, but it's okay, I guess. It's alright. Was forced to rewatch Morbius. Ew, that's a horrible movie. Morbius is such like a weird movie because you watch it and after you get done with it, you forget that you were watching a movie. It's just like a nothing movie. I don't like the Morbius movie at all. That end credit scene especially is pretty insulting. If you guys have seen any Spider-Man movie before. Nowadays, with video game movies, you have people who actually played and love the games that are involved with making the movies. That is true. A lot of the production team for The Last of Us show actually did work on the game. So, yeah, I guess in a lot of ways, it's just because we have the same people working on it, which is good. We need more of that, right? We need more of that. We don't need inexperienced people coming in and making a movie based on a game that they know nothing about. It's crazy. Don't really mind Lego not celebrating Ninjago's birthday, not too much of a big milestone. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. I don't know if you guys have seen the videos that I made over this past weekend, but I did make a video talking about how, in general, I've seen a lot of disappointment from the Ninjago community with Ninjago fans who are pretty upset that Lego didn't really put anything out for Ninjago's 12th anniversary, which happened a couple of days ago. And yeah, it's true. It's the 12th anniversary. Like, 12 years is like nothing to scoff at, 12 years is 12 years, but it's not like a huge milestone like 10 years was, And for 10 years, if you guys remember, Lego went all out for that. We had the Legacy Golden Anniversary sets or whatever with the Golden Ninja. That happened. We also had the Ninjago Reimagined shorts. So 10 years, Lego actually put in a lot of effort for Ninjago. 12 years, I mean, yeah, that's just 12 years. Not like a huge milestone. Yeah, 15 years. That'll probably be the next big one. Usually it's like the every 5, right? Like the 5th anniversary, the 10th anniversary, 15th, 20, 25th, that good stuff. Usually that's how it goes for a lot of properties. So I imagine if Ninjago does get to its 15th anniversary, knock on wood it does, I don't know, then yeah, they'll probably celebrate big for that one too. Will Ninjago last 15 years? I bet you it will. What does it have to go towards? Or go to? I don't know. I imagine it will. Let's see. Sebastian with the donation. Thank you very much, Sebastian Strand, for helping out the channel. Asked that girl out to prom. She said yes. Ayo. There you go. Awesome. Thank you for giving this low confidence 18-year-old the push he needed. Hey, not a problem, Sebastian. Be confident in yourself always. And like you saw, man, good things will happen. We're all here for you, Sebastian. Congratulations. That's awesome to hear. And once again, thank you very much for supporting the channel through the donation. That really does mean a lot to me. Helps out the channel quite a bit. So thank you very much, Sebastian, and glad to hear that it went well for you. Keep being confident, Sebastian. Keep being confident. Let me take a sip of my water really quick before we continue.
Father would not want you to do this, brother.
And thank you once again, Sebastian, for the donation. I appreciate that. Glad to hear it went well. Thanks for helping out the channel, and congratulations to you for being super confident. We love to see it. Got the 5th Garmadon comic the other day. Looking forward to reading it. It's pretty good. All things considered, I really like the Garmadon comic. I hope that Ninjago continues to make comics and whatnot in the future. I could think of a lot of other Ninjago characters that need some type of comic spinoff. I think that's the good way to do it. Instead of making like a TV show spinoff for a certain character, just make a comic series. It's a great way to let it run alongside the actual Ninjago series. My only hope is that eventually, I hope that these comics will do a better job of tying into the actual show. Because the Garmadon comic, that is canon. That is a canon storyline, canon to the Ninjago story. However, it doesn't really tie into Crystallized all that much. At least not as much as I would have liked it to. So, hard to believe Sons of Garmadon is 5 years old. Man, is it actually? Yeah, it is 5 years old. Isn't that awesome? Hard to believe Garmadon is 5, or Sons of Garmadon is 5 years old. That's pretty crazy. I remember when that came out, and the Ninjago community was really divided on that. My goodness. Change the background to rebooted? You got it. Oh yeah, guys, I forgot. If you ever want to see different pictures, let me know. We can switch it up every now and then. Let's see. Can you cheer me up? Been a day from heck. Well, you're always welcome on the stream. Sorry to hear that your day wasn't super great, but you're always welcome here. We're always here for you. There's always going to be a community here for you, and I hope you can have fun on the stream today. Hopefully the stream cheers you up a little bit. If you had any questions, anything that you want to talk about, I would be glad to talk about that for a little bit with you. So, you're always welcome here. Let's see. Got a lot of Tolkien books for Xmas. Really want to read them, but I don't feel motivated most of the time to follow through. Any tips to help? I also have that problem, man. I have that problem too with books, where I want to read books and I want to get through them, but once you actually sit down and read the book, sometimes my attention span is just all over the place. So my best advice, just keep on trying. Try to find that motivation to keep trying, and hopefully one of these times it will click. I have that exact same problem, so I know how you feel. Just keep on trying, and hopefully at some point here, the book will speak to you. The book will be like, hey, read me, you know? It'll help you find that motivation. So I'm sure you'll find it, but thanks for submitting the question. Yeah, I have that same exact problem. Thoughts on dogs? I like dogs. Dogs are pretty cool. I don't have a dog currently. I just have 2 kitty cats. The apartment's not really big enough for a dog, but, you know, eventually I will get a doggo. Not sure what kind of dog I want, but doggos are cool. I like doggos. What was better, March of the Oni or Crystallized? Why don't we run a poll? I think that could be an awesome question for a poll. Let's see. I'm very curious to see which wins here, because for a lot of people who are very disappointed in Crystallized, March of the Oni has gotten a lot better for them, like in retrospect, but I'm very curious to see what you guys say is better, March of the Oni or Crystallized. Excuse me. Which do you guys think is better? Take a vote. Did I hear about the Jeremy Renner injuries? Yeah, I did. Hopefully he gets better. It's really rough to hear about, man. But yeah, no, I've heard about that. I was actually talking to a buddy of mine this weekend, and he actually hadn't heard about that. I was like, "What? You haven't heard about Jeremy Renner? What the heck? Let me learn you some knowledge. Let me learn you some knowledge there." Speaking of cats, Waffle and Momo have not been here in a while. They're usually here, but they're just being quiet. Like right now, Waffle is sleeping on my bed in a little ball. So she's not going to be very vocal during the stream. She's sleeping right now. Not really sure where Momo went. We saw her earlier, fed both of them about an hour ago. Not sure where Momo went after that. She probably went somewhere and fell asleep. Usually that's what happens after they eat. They just fall asleep. So, which is understandable. Of course. Don't like March of the Oni's ending, but I despise Crystallized. I see, so you're kind of picking the lesser of two evils here. March of the Oni ending. Yeah, I thought the ending was pretty decent. I actually don't mind March of the Oni all that much. I think in a lot of ways it's kind of underrated. Maybe Crystallized will become the new March of the Oni, where it's just kind of underrated compared to the rest of the Ninjago seasons out there. I don't know. I don't think Ninjago Crystallized was as insulting as a lot of other Ninjago fans think it was. I don't know. It certainly had its problems, but it wasn't like completely bad. So, have I seen The Incredibles? I have seen The Incredibles. Also, I've seen Incredibles 2, but I've only seen that once. Can't really remember a whole lot about that one. But the first Incredibles, yes, I have seen that, and I actually really like it. So, let's see. Name one actor and actress that you would love to spend a day with. Actor, you know what? I'm just going to say the cast of Bumblebee, because I have the Bumblebee poster right here, and I think the lead actor and the lead actress are both amazing people. So lead actor, John Cena. Dude, John Cena would be so much fun to hang out with, dude. He'd be awesome to hang out with. And for actress, probably Haley Steinfeld. I do love me some Haley Steinfeld. I think she'd be a cool person to hang out with. But John Cena... absolutely. Been watching a lot of John Cena stuff lately, and he just seems like an awesome, fun guy. So I would say John Cena and Haley Steinfeld. So March of the Oni is way better in characters and style. Interesting. Very interesting. Thank you for your input. You find that 4+ Lloyd bike. I actually did go out this weekend, and I looked to see what my local shops had for Ninjago stuff. Walmart had nothing. Absolutely nothing. But Target... they had some stuff. For some reason, my Target keeps on getting Seabound water dragons. We have a whole bunch of water dragons in stock again. Not sure why that is, but if you're looking for a water dragon, come on down to my local Target and get yourself a water dragon. Otherwise, the only 2023 set that they had was Cole's Dragon Evo. That's the only one that they had. So no 4+ Lloyd bike, nothing else except for Cole's Dragon, and they had a couple of those. So I didn't really look through other LEGO themes to see if they had anything from other themes that was new for this year, but, you know, I just saw what my Target had. I wish I could go to the LEGO store. Unfortunately, the nearest LEGO store to me is about 3 hours away, so not really like a local commute, you know, not really like something that I can get to every weekend, but I do want to go to a LEGO store again soon. I've been to LEGO stores before when I've visited the bigger cities, but I have not been to a LEGO store in quite some time, unless you count the ones online. Been there all the time. New LEGO Jazz Club is sick. I thought it looked pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. Probably not going to grab it because I'm not a huge fan of like the modular buildings. I shouldn't say I'm not a huge fan of them. I like how they look, but I just don't have the space nor the funds to, you know, promote that hobby for myself, you know? So I'm just going to admire them from afar. I think they look pretty cool though. At the Walmart I work at has the brick box and that's it. Oh, wow, really? That's crazy. Just the brick box, and that's it, eh? Speaking of John Cena, I really want to watch Peacemaker, but I don't have HBO. Low-key kind of upset about that, especially since I want to watch the new show I've never seen. It's a pretty good show. Would totally recommend it if you guys haven't seen Peacemaker. Yeah, it being behind the HBO paywall is kind of bad, but then again, it has to, you know, it's a business, you know? They got to make money somehow. But Peacemaker, if you guys ever get around to watching it, it is a fantastic show. Would totally recommend. March of the Oni pictures. You got it. And in fact, why don't we end off our poll with March of the Oni and Crystallized? The poll kind of got a little closer as time went on, but Crystallized still got most of the votes, while March of the Oni only got 42%. I think both of these properties are pretty good in their own right, but they also both have their problems. Neither of them are perfect, in my opinion. March of the Oni's biggest problem is that it's just way too short. Would have loved to have seen this actually be a fully fledged season. Yeah, Peacemaker is on Blu-ray. Yep, just came out on Blu-ray not too long ago. I actually got it for Christmas, so if you're looking to get it on the Blu-ray, would recommend that too. I think it's a good enough show to buy on the Blu-ray. Something else that I realized is that, hey, maybe Last of Us will be on Blu-ray here. Once it gets done, of course. Definitely going to buy that, add that to the Blu-ray collection. Let's see, what do I think of onion rings? They're good. I don't really mind onion rings too much. They're all right. Can we do a Possession versus Seabound poll? Sure. I mean, do you guys want to throw any other seasons in there? Should we do like a which season is better? We got Possession, Seabound. We have room for 2 more if you guys want to throw 2 more seasons in there. Lego lots on eBay are a good investment. I would say that, yeah. It's also kind of a gamble, you know, because you're not really sure what you're getting in a Lego lot, especially if you have like a, you know, a lot of people sell like big bins of Lego, and it's like, yeah, that's awesome, but what are you getting in there? You know, is it worth the money? Like, if you pay $30 for a large tub of Lego, is that worth it really? So it's kind of a gamble, but at the same time, it is worth it most of the time. So, all right, let's add Seabound. Oops. Seabound, Possession, and let's see, what else should we add? Seeing a lot of votes for Skybound, so we can throw Skybound in there. And Master of the Mountain? Sure. Master of the Mountain. Alright, let's do it. Which season is the best of this selection? Oh, not bets. Best. Oh, which season is the best? Skybound, Seabound, Possession, Master of the Mountain. Alright, sounds good. Take a vote. What you guys thinking? You gonna review the Breeze set for the anniversary of the channel? I actually got something different in mind, but including a small little recap review, or like a revamped review for that Breeze set probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that at the very end of the video. But for those that don't know, on Wednesday, this channel will be 10 years old. It's going to be the 10th anniversary of this channel on Wednesday, January 18th. So I want to do a very special video for that. Gonna film that all tomorrow. I already have a plan of what I want to do, but including a small little review of the Breeze figure, the first video on this channel, you know, remaking that would not be a bad idea. Maybe I'll include that at the very end. So, but yeah, 10th anniversary coming up on Wednesday. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years since I first started this YouTube channel. My goodness. Fun fact, in Rise of the Snakes, Lloyd has a green 5 on his sweater. This is a clever reference to how many minutes Garmadon told Lloyd it would take him to go get the milk. Yeah, but he just never came back, right? Awesome. But no, yeah, that is true. Lloyd does have a green 5 on his sweater. Whatever you guys think that means, it's up to you guys. It's up to you what that might mean. I don't know why I stuttered there. Oh geez, Rick, we need to stutter, because when we stutter, it's gonna be funny, Rick. Morty, we're gonna get 6 seasons of the show, Morty. I'm Pickle Rick. Love the Speed of Demon set from Hero Factory. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I like the Speed of Demon set. Never got it, but maybe I'll go back and grab that someday. Let's see. Excuse me. Your mom's birthday's on Wednesday? Awesome. Glad to hear. Your grandpa's favorite season is Skybound or Sons of Garmadon. I think your grandpa's got pretty good taste there, especially with Sons of Garmadon. Sons of Garmadon is a pretty good season. I'm glad I never watched Rick and Morty. Yeah, Rick and Morty, it has its moments for sure, but it's also not like the best show that I've ever seen. And also the creator of Rick and Morty, whatever his name is, Justin What's-His-Face, a lot of stuff has come out about him recently that's not a very good. So yeah, Rick and Morty's kind of ruined now completely. Still confused and a little angry that LEGO hasn't released more Ninjago DVDs. I want to complete my collection, and the last DVD we got was for Season 8. Why LEGO? I know in other parts of the world they are making DVDs up until this day. Like, you can go out in other parts of the world and buy Ninjago crystallized DVDs, or at least you can soon. They're coming out with them, or they're already out. Either way, other parts of the world have all of these seasons on DVD. For some reason, in English-speaking territories, we haven't gotten that since, yeah, Sons of Garmadon, like you said. Wait, didn't Hunted get a DVD? Hunted might have gotten the DVD treatment too, but I'm pretty sure that's as far as they went. But yeah, bottom of the line, we need more Ninjago DVDs, more specifically Blu-rays. I would love to have every Ninjago season on Blu-ray. Unfortunately, the only season that exists on Blu-ray is Season 2, which, you know, you can watch the final battle in 1080p HD. You can also watch Ninja Ball Run in 1080p HD. But we need more Ninjago DVDs and stuff. I agree with that. Absolutely. How did Lloyd become so hot? I mean, if you think Lloyd's attractive, good for you. Hunted hasn't gotten one? Interesting. Yeah, I thought Hunted did for some reason. I don't know why. I guess Sons of Garmadon was all they went up to. I mean, Sons of Garmadon is a pretty good one to end on, I'd say. It doesn't make any sense, but it's a good season, I guess. I'll tell you Obama's last name if you tell me Garmadon's first name. Ooh. An eye for an eye. I don't know Garmadon's first name, though. He's just Garmadon. He doesn't have a first name nor a last name. He just has a name. He just says Garmadon. Skybound Pictures, sure. Pretty sure Obama's the same, right? He just has one name and it's just Obama. Do I have any Lego Hidden Side sets? I do not, but Lego Hidden Side always looked pretty interesting to me. Never actually got any of the sets though, but they always looked cool. So can't really complain too much about Lego Hidden Side. Seems like that theme kind of went away a little bit too soon, right? Seems like that theme could have lasted a little bit longer. It's hard to believe how long some of these other Lego themes last, too. Like, Lego Friends is, like, more than 10 years old at this point. That's almost as old as Ninjago. Clearly, that line is super successful, but I've never bought a Lego Friends set before. I know people that have. My siblings have bought Lego Friends sets before, but, you know, what kind of name would the first Spinjitzu Master have? Probably something really generic, like Bill, or Bob, or Frank, or Mark. Like a very generic name. I bet you, the first Spinjitzu Master, he's so powerful, he's such an awesome being, but his name would probably just be super generic. I think that could be funny. Lego City moment. Yeah, Lego City's been lasting quite a long time too. Lego City is actually pretty popular. A lot of people buy Lego City sets. I think some of those sets are a little bit too overpriced. I think that is one of the themes where the overpricing is a little bit ridiculous. That and like Star Wars and all that. But at least with Star Wars, it makes sense, right? Because they need to pay for the license for Star Wars. They need to charge a little bit more for the sets. But something like Lego City, I don't think those sets need to be super expensive. I mean, I get it. Some of those sets do include like large road places or whatever, or pieces rather, not places. Road pieces, but I don't know. Seems like they could be a little bit cheaper. I don't feel like they were that expensive back in the day when I was collecting Lego City stuff, but it is what it is. Very mixed feelings about Skybound. Not sure whether I like it or hate it. Just meh for me. That's totally understandable. There are a couple of seasons that are like that for me too, for Ninjago. More specifically, like Hands of Time, or maybe even Season 11. Season 11 is more negative than positive in my opinion, but Hands of Time, that's like a nice middle-of-the-road season. It has a lot of bad things about it, but it also has some good things about it too. It's just kind of meh for me. So I understand what you mean about Skybound especially. Skybound has had a lot of controversies throughout the Ninjago franchise's run, so I don't blame you there. In terms of our poll, Possession actually won, followed by Skybound, followed by Master of the Mountain, followed by Seabound. Interesting. I expected Skybound to be last on this list, but surprisingly, it is not. Very interesting indeed. In fact, it got second. Pretty crazy. Seabound for me is so overrated, I will not explain why. That's understandable. Yeah, Seabound, I gotta rewatch a lot of the Wild Brain seasons. I've only seen like Prime Empire once, I think, when it came out, so I gotta go back and rewatch Prime Empire at some point. Maybe my opinion on Prime Empire will change when I watch it for the second time. Don't know. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I've seen all the other seasons more than once, except for Prime Empire. Only seen that guy once, unfortunately. Black Bolt can destroy you with only one whisper from his mouth. Absolutely. Finished the Earth Dragon. Not sure how to feel about the legs. Yeah, the legs are not super great. They're kind of weak and kind of pathetic. If I were to change those, I would just give the entire thing like stronger ball joints, right? The big ball joints for the shoulders, little ones for the feet. I don't know why they didn't do that. I do want to I do want to rebuild the Earth Dragon. Because I want to fix it. I want to make it a little bit more better, at least according to my own opinion. And if you guys have not seen my Earth Dragon review, that's like the only Ninjago set in quite a long time where I just felt disappointed by it. It wasn't what I expected it to be. I think the only other time I thought about a Lego set like that was the Samurai X Mech Chaos set from Samurai X Cave Chaos, my bad, from 2016, which that set I got, was really excited for it, and that was just super disappointing. In fact, let's pull up a picture of this bad boy. Samurai X Cave Chaos. Ugh. Not a great set. Oh, good news, you guys. You can buy it new on Amazon for $400. Amazing. Thanks, Amazon, for the cheap and reasonable price. Here. Oh, thank goodness Lego actually has it on their website. All right, you're making it easy for us, Lego. We love to see it. All right, let's look at this thing together, shall we? This set I do not like. The Samurai X Cave Chaos. This is a pretty horrific set in my opinion. It just is not good. There's too much going on. It's so open and barren and empty and ugly. I just don't like it. Minifigures are pretty good, but then again, with minifigures, you do get some stupid things going on too. For one, you do get the full renditions of Nia and Lloyd in their full Day of the Departed outfits, but Jay, for some reason, doesn't have his mask. I'm not sure why that is. At least you get some cool villains. You get Cryptor, Pythor, and Kozu. That's pretty cool. Minifigure selection isn't too bad, but it's still kind of stupid with Jay, but this set I just don't like. $120 for this guy when it came out. I paid $120 for it when it came out. And let me tell you, it was not very worth it. So, like the skull design? Yeah, it was okay. I liked how they used a large Bionicle piece for like the center of it. That wasn't too bad. I would look at the reviews for this thing, but unfortunately it has only positive reviews, which is crazy. I don't know why it is. Yeah, that is true. It is full of chaos, I guess. But it's not good chaos. It's just bad chaos in my opinion. Yeah, and if you guys like this set, more power to you. I'm glad that you can enjoy something that I cannot, but I just don't really care for that set. That set got taken apart pretty early on. Back in the day, I used to have like a full-on room dedicated to Ninjago. In fact, let me pull up that really quick. If you guys have not seen my Ninjago room that I had back in the day, oh boy. This was when I was still living at my parents' house. We kind of had a room that was like attached to my room, kind of, and it was like a glorified closet, so to speak. So I turned that into a full-on Ninjago room, and it was pretty cool. Back when I used to have all my Ninjago sets on display. Let me see if I can find it quick for you. Bada bing, bada boom. What's my favorite all-time Ninjago set? Probably the movie Bounty. The Ninjago movie Destiny's Bounty was always super awesome to me. Otherwise, Ninjago City Gardens is up there too. That's a pretty good one. Miss Marvel's show is trash. Do you agree? I don't know if I'd call it trash, but it certainly is not like as great as it could have been, I will say. Here we go. This was like the first one that I made. Yeah, when was this video posted? This video was posted, if I could share my screen. This video was posted 5 years ago on January 26th, 2017. So it's almost a full, it's almost the anniversary of that too. And I don't know how many, how many years that is. I can't do math, but yeah, basically I had this Ninjago room, just kind of going through it quick. I had a couple of different sets, as you can see here. A lot of older sets too. This was back in 2017, mind you. So right after Skybound came out, right before Hands of Time dropped, Final Flight of the Bounty right there, Air Jitsu Temple. I still have the Air Jitsu Temple. That is one set that I still have. Don't have this set. Don't have this set anymore. Sold both of those. Sold my Final Flight of the Bounty. Sold my J-Dragon from Skybound. Ooh, look at that guy. It's a little Mixel. He's adorable. Oh, remember that set? The little Kai Drifter polybag? That was pretty legit. It was like Kai's little jet ski. That was pretty awesome. A lot of these sets I don't really have anymore. Either I sold them, like the case with the Golden Dragon here and the Master Wu Dragon, or they are just in pieces like the Overborg attack set here. I still have this set, but it's just in storage. I don't really have a lot of room to display it anymore. The original Cole's Earth Driller, pretty sure I still got. Look at my hand, my 17-year-old hand right there. Oh, man. Air Jitsu Temple I still got. Lighthouse Siege I still have. What else? What else is here? Yeah, the channel is 10 years old in 2 days. That is true, yeah. We're going to do a huge celebratory video. It's going to be epic. Jungle Raider I still have. I do not have Lloyd's NRG Dragon right here. I sold that one a long time ago. I remember this set, though. This set wasn't too bad. Jay's annoying. I mean, I guess to some people he would be. What else is here? Ooh, City of Styx. I still do not have the City of Styx. Sold that set a long time ago as well. Let's see. Ooh, remember the Bionicles? I have some Bonkles here. Look at the Bonkles. Aren't they pretty? I still have all these guys. Didn't sell any of the Bonkles. How old were you during this? I had just turned 17. Like 2 months prior to this. So I was 17 when I first started making Ninjago videos on the channel. I was a Ninjago fan before that, obviously, but I didn't make like specifically Ninjago videos until I was about 17. There it is. There it is. The Samurai X Cave Chaos. There it is. Do not like this set. Not at all. What else do we got? And there's the humble beginnings of my minifigure collection. How cute. And then it evolved and grew over the years. But yeah, that was my Ninjago room that I had when I was 17, still living at my parents' house. Now that I have my own place, I don't have a lot of time for it, or not a lot of time, but a lot of space for it. So, ooh, look at the Air-Jitsu flyers in the background. Yeah, those were the days, man. Now I live on my own, and I don't have a lot of space in my apartment. Dareth in the center. Yeah, I don't think Dareth deserves that, but it was all right. Yeah, I miss my Lego room. That room doesn't exist anymore. When I moved out, my dad knocked down the wall in between that room and another room and made it one big room and then turned it into a home theater. So that's what's going on with that space right now. It is no longer its own room. It is it combined with another room. So, yeah. That's what's happening to that room. That room is no more, but I still have most of the sets from that room. They're just in pieces in storage. So, still have Lloyd's NRG Dragon. Still love it. Awesome. Yeah, I didn't think that was a terrible dragon. Had some problems from what I remember, but you know, it is what it is. Do I have the Fangpire truck? I do not, actually. I don't have a lot of those original 2011, 2012 Ninjago sets, aside from the spinners, because that's pretty much all I could afford back in the day. When Ninjago came out, I was like 11 or 12, around there, and I only had a limited amount for allowance, didn't have a job when I was 11. Shocking, I know. But I could only afford maybe like one Ninjago spinner a month at most. So, and half the time I spent my allowance on Hero Factory sets too. So, you know, it was kind of like a clash between Ninjago and Hero Factory. I remember I would kind of trade off like every month. Like I would get like $10 a month for allowance, and I would trade off every month. I'm either going to buy a Hero Factory or I'm going to buy a Ninjago spinner. Or sometimes I'll buy the Ice Dragon Attack because I find it for $7 on clearance. Still a pretty awesome moment in my Ninjago career. $7 brand new for that set in like 2012. It's about a year old. $7 on clearance. Yeah, we can switch to Master the Mountain images. Do I have any Lego Dino or Lego Dino Attack sets? Ooh, I remember those sets. Never got any, but those sure were cool. In fact, let me show you, see if I can pull that up quick. Especially Lego Dino from like 2012, I think it was. Yeah. These are kind of nostalgic to me, even though I never ended up getting any of these. But they were always super cool to me. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, these guys. Yeah, I never got any of these, but they sure were cool. I liked these guys quite a bit. Nice color on the helicopter. Nice dinosaurs. You know, never got any of these sets, but I do have some level of nostalgia for them since they came out, around like 2012? Around that time. So that's when I was like big into Lego. What are good sets for beginners? I'd say go for some of the smaller ones. Work your way up to building larger sets. At least that's how I did it. I was kind of forced to do it back in the day because, like I said, I didn't have a lot of money. But, you know, start small, go big. Eventually your Lego hobby will be a lot more skilled. So, can I become Tahu? Oh, yeah. When does that promotion start? Isn't it the 27th that Tahu promotion starts on Lego? Really want to get that, but I have no idea when it starts. Pretty sure it is the 27th. Could be wrong about that, though. Let's see. Do I know, like, Daily Rolord? He's also a Ninjago YouTuber. I don't know the dude personally. Never really talked to him before, so I don't really know him. So, no, I don't. More Lego addiction. Yeah, I will say my Lego addiction has lessened over the years. Back in like 2017, 2018, my Lego addiction was like at an all-time high. Around like mid 2018, around Ninjago Hunted, started to mellow out there, I'd say. Then it got back again with probably recently with Ninjago Legacy and Core, especially, all that good stuff. Can we play games today? We'll probably do some gaming stuff tomorrow. We're probably going to be doing Me Maker tomorrow, and then we'll actually play some games later on this week. So today we're just doing a casual little hangout stream. Thoughts on Moon Knight? Moon Knight was okay. Kind of ended a little weird, but I don't know. I didn't mind Moon Knight all that much. That first episode was like amazing. So I'd say Moon Knight episode 1 was fantastic. The rest of the series, not as good, but still good. Still pretty good. Those old videos from 2017 are very nostalgic. A lot of people say that about my videos, which I'm glad to hear that my videos are like nostalgic now, you know? Glad to have gotten to that point in my YouTube career. But yeah, those older videos, I remember making them. I have a lot of fun memories making them. Unfortunately, my microphone quality back in the day was horrendous and it wasn't all that great. So if you want some examples of how bad my microphone was, check out some of my videos from like 2017. Microphone was pretty bad. Pretty bad. What's the cheapest place to get Lego sets? Kind of just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for like used sets, I'd recommend Bricklink, eBay, Mercari. Newer sets, I don't know. Newer sets are kind of difficult to get because when they retire, their value goes up. So, don't know. I'd recommend getting used sets. That's probably your cheapest option. And looking on Bricklink especially, that's a good website to buy used Lego stuff, or sometimes new Lego stuff. No, we're not going to make any Mii's today. We're going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow's stream will be Me Maker Palooza, and then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we'll be doing more gaming stuff. Probably going to be doing some more Mii's and stuff like that too. So, can we have Season 2 pictures? Sure. Sounds good. Season 2 pictures sound good to me. Beautiful. But yeah, no Mii's today. We're going to do that tomorrow. Big stretch. There we go. Do I ever make my own MOCs? Ooh, good question. sometimes. I have a lot of ideas for MOCs, and I have started working on an updated version of the Ninja Ultra Combo Mech, but that project has kind of been put on hold until I can remodel my room a little bit and make it a little bit more clean, dare I say. I'm working on it. I actually redid all my posters and stuff this weekend, so they're all looking good. They're all ready to go. All I got to do now is redo the shelves, and we will get started working on more MOCs. Back in the day, I used to make a lot of MOCs. I used to build Lego for like a hobby back in the day. Every night, I would dump out the bins, see what I can build tonight. Most of the time, it was like Hero Factory MOCs and stuff like that, because those are pretty easy to make. So, gotta go study math. No problem. Hope to see you again real soon here, Noah. Study that math. Get smarticle particles. You'll do great. You decided on what Monkey Kid sets you want? Not just yet. I'm thinking I might go for that underwater dragon, but no promises. Either that or the new mech. But then again, that new mech doesn't have knees, and it's kind of upsetting, but that should be a pretty easy fix when I eventually get that thing, or if I eventually get it. So, but yeah, those are my thoughts on that. What made you want to make your style of videos? Ooh, nothing really, I guess, inspired me to make the style of videos that I do now. I just like to make what I like to make, you know. I make what I want to make, what I think would be awesome to watch if I weren't, like, making these videos, you know. That's always a goal that I set out to try to achieve, you know. If I was not making these videos, would I watch them? I'd say I would. So, I try to make videos that my other universe self who doesn't have a YouTube channel would appreciate watching. But no, nothing really inspired me to make this direct style of video. I will say a lot of really big YouTube inspirations for me were Jang Bricks especially. Love Jang Bricks, been watching him for years. Also a couple of other Pokemon YouTubers, you know. Used to watch a lot of YouTubers back in the day that inspired me to make my own channel, but in terms of like my style of videos, don't know. I'm just doing my own thing. No real big inspirations for that. Buy the Dragon and the Made Jet. You won't regret it. Interesting. Yeah, the Made Jet does look pretty cool. Yeah, I'm also a Marvel fan. Not as big of a Marvel fan as I once was. I'd say my Marvel fandom peaked back in like 2016, I'd say. Back around the time Phase 3 was just starting. And it probably went until Endgame wrapped up. And then after that, my Marvel fandom has been a little lesser than previous years, I'd say. But still, I'm a Marvel fan, you know. I go see all the new movies and I watch all the shows, but I'm just not as big of a fan as I once was. Would Lloyd grow really old like Wu and Garmadon? Would he become like thousands of years old? I think there's a lot of potential for that. I mean, he is Oni and Dragon and all of that fun stuff, so he's probably not going to age like a normal human being. So I'd say there is a moment in time where Lloyd will get to be a bajillion years old like his papa and his uncle. He's probably going to look pretty messed up too. He's going to look all old like Master Wu. Or maybe he'll age really well like Garmadon. Don't know. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. Star Wars? No, I'm not a huge Star Wars guy. I like some of the movies, but I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan. Never really was. Growing up, I had friends that were Star Wars fans, but I never really got into the hype on that. Ooh, Lloyd will age like fine wine? You think so? I think he probably could. I mean, he is Garmadon's son, and that man, he aged really well, let me tell you. Should I light a candle called sugar cookie or cranberry? Go for the cranberry. That one sounds pretty good right about now. I still have all of my Christmas candles that I got as gifts that I never used yet. So I guess it'll be Christmassy for the next couple of weeks here as I try to burn all my Christmas candles. Ooh, does that mean he'd outlive all the ninja? Would Zane still be around since he's a robot? Yeah, the only way that Zane will be killed is if he gets destroyed or if he loses, I don't know, like a battery or something. I don't know. He's definitely not going to die of old age, that's for sure. But yeah, when you think about it, Lloyd technically will outlive the rest of the ninja. If you think about it. I imagine the other ninja will live quite a long time too, because they are also elemental masters, but Lloyd, he's probably going to live the longest, and he and Zane might need to live through the deaths of all of the other ninjas. Don't know if we'll ever see that. Probably not, but it is something to think about. Little food for thought there. Who would live the longest out of all of the ninja? Playing Lego Brawls right now, been winning every round as fake corn. We love to see it. Love me some fake corn. I hope to see fake corn again very soon as we play Lego Brawls again. Season 5 pictures. Sure. We can do Season 5. Yeah, that is pretty depressing to think about. But it is interesting to think about, too. Like, who would live the longest out of all the ninja? Would it be Zane or Lloyd? I don't know. Who would Zane pass the ice power to? Also a pretty good question. I'm not sure who he would pass the ice power to. He'd probably find someone, you know. Ice is probably going to be that element that always just gets passed down to another person, not through genetics, but through a different method. I think that could be pretty cool. So, yeah, Zane would probably pass it to somebody else before he kicked the bucket. Imagine an old, decrepit robot showing up at your door and being like, hey, you got to take this ice power, man. I'm dying over here. Take the ice power. That'd be pretty funny. Let's see. What else do we got here? Let's see. I don't think Zane or Pixel would want to live for thousands of years. That's a good point. Yeah, Lloyd would probably live the longest out of all of them. But maybe that would be a pretty good idea for a poll. Maybe we should do that. Which ninja would live the longest? Let's try to narrow it down between Lloyd or Zane. We got Lloyd or Zany Boy? Which ninja would live the longest? Take a vote of these two. Have I ever made a costume making Toph from Avatar The Last Airbender, which is my favorite show after Ninjago? That's pretty cool. In terms of if I've ever made a costume, I did back in the day, but not for me. Back when I was like 12 and 13, I made costumes for some of my siblings, some of my friends, just out of like cardboard and basic materials. They weren't very good, and I suppose I also made costumes for my live-action Ninjago series that I attempted to do back in the day. If you want to see those costumes, Ninjago in real life, check them out. Other than that, though, I probably haven't made any costumes before, like not for Halloween or whatever, but thank you very much for asking. The Toph costume sounds pretty awesome, though. Sounds really cool. They could upload Zane's brain to the cloud, so doesn't that count as alive? I mean, I guess so. He's still kicking, right? He's not completely gone. Kind of close, though, between these two. Lloyd or Zane? Who would live the longest? Yeah, probably, you know, the only way to kill these people is if they were to be killed, you know. Don't know if they would ever die of old age, but certainly is something to think about. Would Lloyd keep his element if he has a child? Garmadon kept his powers. I think he probably would. I imagine the child will just have some type of new mutated power that's also just an extension of what came before, you know, so some type of energy power, similar to how, you know, Wu and Garmadon have basically the powers of the first Spinjitzu Master. I imagine it'll just keep on getting passed down and down the bloodline until we just get new powers. So I feel like that would definitely happen if we ever see that in the Ninjago series at some point in time. But I don't know what's going to happen. I don't work on this show as much as I would like to. Zane loses his AAA batteries and dies leaks for season 17. They need to find new AAAs for Zane. Better hit up the Family Dollar. We need some batteries for our buddy Zane. He probably would run on AAA batteries, let's be real. Is the Pixelbot minifigure on the minifigure shelf? It's not, actually. I have not yet put those minifigures on the shelf. Only a couple of them will go on there because with Ninjago Core, all these new sets, a lot of the minifigures are repeats of the older ones that I already have on the shelf. So no need to put those on the shelf, but I do want to add the Bone King. He's definitely going on the minifigure shelf, as well as probably the Pixel Woobot thing. It's technically the Woobot according to the box, but I'm just going to call it the Pixelbot because it looks like Pixel. That's Pixel. That ain't no Woo. So yeah, I'll probably put those two on the shelf. Not any of the other ones, though. Lloyd's kid might not get a power unless Garmadon gives him destruction. Ooh, can you imagine that? Lloyd's son with the same power as his dad? That'd be pretty cool. Maybe Garmadon could try to train his grandson. Aw, Garmadon has a grandson. That'd be so nice. That'd be awesome. Thoughts on Season 5? Possession is pretty good. Has a few minor problems, but other than that, Possession is pretty awesome in my opinion. Definitely one of Ninjago's better seasons when you look back at all of them, in my humble opinion. Ooh, Day of the Departed pictures? I do have Day of the Departed pictures on here. As much as I don't like Day of the Departed, we could do some Day of the Departed pictures for a little bit. Watch Lloyd will name his kid Christopher. That'd be really funny. Oh my gosh, I want that to happen now. That'd be amazing. Let's see. If Lloyd died, ended up with Harumi or Akita, my life is over. I wonder who Lloyd would end up with. That's an interesting thing to think about, too. If he were to end up with anybody. I imagine he doesn't really need to end up with anybody, but, you know, I guess we'll just see what happens. I do like the Lloyd and Harumi ship. I do like the Lloyd and Akita ship, so honestly, and I like the idea of Lloyd being by himself. So honestly, I'm open to any route that they decide to take with Lloyd's character. I think all of those options would be awesome and all equally good. So, don't know. Let's see. If Wu and Garmadon are thousands of years old, how old is Misako? Probably just normal human ages, man. I mean, Misako's not an elemental master, and let's try to figure this out, right? So back during the Serpentine War, she needed to be old enough to marry Garmadon, so at least over the age of 18. And 40 years after the Serpentine War, that would take us into the modern era, so she would be at least, 58? So at least 58 years old, at least, in my opinion. But Garmadon is also like 1,000 years old, so yeah, there's definitely an age gap there, but you know, all good in the hood. Yeah, I'd say late 50s, early 60s. Yeah, like 58, I'd say that's probably a good estimate, just based on what we know about Ninjago's really messed up timeline. You know, the timeline is definitely not consistent, so. Oh, thank you, Elda Miranda, for subscribing. I appreciate that. And why don't we wrap up the which ninja would live the longest poll? Pretty even among the entire selection, I'd say. 50 and 49. Yeah, so about 50-50 for both Lloyd and Zane there. Very interesting. That would make Maya around 60 then. Would you still smash? No comment. No comment. Take that as you will. But no, Maya's pretty cool. I like Maya. How old is Nia? Honestly, in my head canon, all of the ninja are in their early 20s, so probably around there. Like I said multiple times before on the channel, and like many of the Ninjago showrunners have said too, the ages of these characters is definitely not like something that is set in stone, so however old you want to imagine the ninja to be, that's how old they are. So it just kind of depends on the viewer, depends on what you personally think. I always like to see them as being around the same age as myself, so early 20s sounds about good to me. Yeah, Nia is 2 years younger than Kai. Yeah, that is confirmed. So, however old you think Nia is, Kai would be 2 years older, or vice versa. You know, Nia would be 2 years younger. Nia's a newborn. I mean, if you wanted to say that, you probably could. I mean, nothing's stopping you. Like I said, Ninjago doesn't have exact ages for these characters. So, whatever you want to say, however old you want to say they are, that's how old they are. Wish they would say their age so there would be less drama. Yeah, that is true. You see a lot of people trying to like force their headcanons on different people, you know, and that's just not great. Your headcanon is your headcanon, right? Don't try to force it on anybody else who has a different headcanon. That's why it's called headcanon. It's in your head and nobody else's. Yeah, but if they were to reveal their official ages, that'd be it. That'd be nice, you know. In Hunted, they said that they are teenagers. Yeah, but they say a lot of things that are super inconsistent, so I don't know how much I believe that. That's also something that a lot of people love to cite, but I don't know if I trust that, you know? And if that's the case, in Hunted, I'd say at least they would be like 19, 20, you know? A little bit older. So, I don't think they're like 14, you know? That's way too young, for in my opinion. So, I'd say like 18, 19 in Hunted, maybe nowadays early 20s. Just my opinion. Just my headcanon. As long as you stick with your own headcanon, it'll all be fine. It'll all be fine and dandy. Love watching your streams. Ninjago is my second favorite show, so this is great news. One of the shows that are still running, my favorite is Ninjago. Or of the shows that are still running. Yeah, that's great. Ninjago is still running, probably not going to end anytime soon. They're just getting started to introduce this new series, so I wonder what that's going to be all about. Can't wait to see what that's about. And thank you very much for the kind words. Glad you're enjoying the streams. I like making them, so I'm glad you guys are. Glad you guys like watching them. Excuse me. Tongue twister. I like doing these streams, so I'm glad you guys are enjoying them. That's what I wanted to say, right? That's what I meant to say. As long as I speak slowly and clearly, we all should be fine here. But of course, that's not going to happen. They're old enough to drive. Yeah, but then again, in the Ninjago universe, people drive things all the time, right? Like we saw in the Ninja Ball Run episode, didn't the bad kids from the school have like their own car? So I don't know if our real life laws can apply to Ninjago, but like I said, it's up to you guys. It's up to you guys. Doesn't really matter. I wish they'd stop calling it a new series. It's still Ninjago. Yeah, I feel like that's throwing a lot of people off. In my honest opinion, this new Ninjago United series, whatever it's going to be, it's probably just going to be another season of the show. Same animation, same art style, same everything, same voice actors, same characters. Probably just going to be a new season of the show. I feel like they wanted to hype up Ninjago Crystallized as being like this big finale for some reason. Maybe to get more press, get more buzz surrounding Ninjago. I don't know. But I imagine this new series, quote unquote, will probably just be another season of the show. So I don't think we need to worry about it. I feel like Lego is trying to make it too much of a big deal. Making too big a deal over nothing. That type of meme. So Jay and Nia technically got married, so they would have to be 18 or older by March of the Oni. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really weird stuff about Ninjago, and that would make sense with what we previously established, right? Say they were all 19 and hunted. Maybe around March of the Oni, they're in their early 20s. Maybe it's 1 year after hunted. Who's to say? I don't know. You can see Ninjago's timeline a couple of different ways. There's not like a set timeline. There's not set dates, not set ages. If they were to reveal those, though, that would certainly make things a lot less confusing. Imagine Lloyd's trauma. Imagine all these people's traumas, man. Ninjago characters are the most traumatized people out there. As traumatized as they come, Ninjago's definitely the most traumatized in terms of its characters. Especially with Lloyd and Zane and all the other ninjas. All that good stuff. What new core sets do you recommend? Out of the new wave, I'd say the best one is probably Jay's Titan Mech or the Ice Dragon creature. Probably one of those two. So the smaller ones aren't too bad either, and I do have reviews up for all the ones that I bought. So if you want to check out more of my thoughts, check out my recent reviews. But otherwise, I'd say Jay's Titan Mech is probably still my favorite of this new wave, of the new Ninjago core wave. So, hope this year's Ninjago series starts with Nia and Jay's wedding. Wouldn't that be nice? I think every Ninjago fan can agree on that. I think we need to have like an actual wedding between these two characters. And when that happens, I think that would be amazing. So, I think that's something that every Ninjago fan can agree on. These two need to get married. They already got engaged, kind of, sort of, with the whole yin-yang promise, whatever. So maybe they will be actually married soon. Who's to say? Pilot picks? You got it. Sure, we can do pilots. Sounds good. Yeah, I will say, you don't see a lot of people hating on the Jay and Nia ship. That one seems to be pretty set in stone for a lot of people out there. Hardly see any people, hating on that one. What else do we got here? Favorite character, mine's either Zane or Cole. Yeah, Cole's probably my favorite ninja. I will say I really like Garmadon. I really like Skylar. Those are probably my top three: Cole, Garmadon, Skylar. Probably not in that order, but close to that, I'd say. But yeah, my favorite ninja is Cole. In fact, what is your guys' favorite ninja? Feel free to drop your favorite in the chat as well, and we can compare and contrast our favorites with each other. Who's your favorite ninja? What would you guys say? Cole plush just came in. Awesome. Glad to hear. I also have a Cole plush. He's up next to the J plush up there. They're gonna fight for Nia's affection. Cole, Zane. Lots of Zanes in the chat right away. John Cena. Oh, my favorite ninja, John Cena. The master of invisibility. I mean, forget Jacob. John Cena's the real master of light. What's the beverage today? Just a water bottle. Just a standard little water bottle. Nothing too special about this guy. 02. 02. Lots of Lloyds. A couple Lloyds in there. Awesome. Glad to see. Couple Zanes. Couple Coles as well. I think Cole, Zane, and Lloyd are our most popular just based on the chat. I'm also seeing some Kais and some Nias, some J's in there. Pretty sure our favorite is, or the chat favorite is Cole, Zane, or Lloyd. So why don't we go ahead and run a poll with those three. See who the most popular of the stream is. Who is the best of these three? We'll do Lloyd, Cole, and Zane, since those seem to be our top three. So let's try to find a winner. Take a vote. Who's the best of these three? Zane, Lloyd, or Cole? Thoughts on Transformers Bumblebee? It's a pretty good movie. I like it. Got a poster for it right above the desk, and it's fantastic. I like the Bumblebee movie overall. Has no business being as good as it is, but then again, there's a lot of movies that are super good for no reason. Larumi is controversial. Kyler is loved. Jaya is loved. But can we agree that the best ship is the Destiny's Bounty? Yeah, the classic, what's your favorite ship? Mine's the Destiny's Bounty. Ha 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 joke. I mean, that joke is pretty funny, but we've been seeing that for years, man. I mean, to a lot of people, it is the best ship out there, so I don't blame anyone who says the Destiny's Bounty is their favorite ship. The joke, though, a little tired, but I'll accept it still. I think it's still awesome. How did Lloyd get Skylar's number? That is a good question. Can't answer that because I don't really know. But I imagine Lloyd might have just asked for it to give to Kai, and maybe Kai irritated him one day, and Lloyd was like, you know what, I'm not going to give you this number after all, Kai. And of course, Kai has no idea what he's talking about. So maybe that's what happened. Don't know. Couldn't tell you. Do I know when the next hot take vid is? I kind of want to do one every month. So every month we could do like a new hot takes video. So the next one will probably be at some point towards the beginning of February. So we could do one for like every month. I think that'd be awesome. I think that'd be a good schedule for the hot takes. So once a month. So used to think the bounty was called the Destiny's Brownie. That'd be awesome. Oh, dude, someone should make that now. Any bakers in the chat, you should make like a brownie in the shape of the Destiny's Bounty and call it the Destiny's Brownie. That'd be awesome. Would love to see that. If anybody actually makes that, tweet a picture at me or something. I'll retweet it. It'll be awesome. I think that sounds amazing. Ooh, Ant-Man ticket secure. Yeah, I'll probably check that out after I get done here with stream. See what I can do. Yeah, man, Destiny's Brownies sound really good. I want one too. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds really good right about now. Oh, man, you guys made me hungry. What the heck? Let's see. Best out of these three. Cole, Lloyd, and Zane. Let's end that off. Cole has one, followed by Lloyd, followed by Zane. So I guess that's our pick for the chat favorite. It's going to be Cole. Yay. I like Cole too. So if Scott dies in that movie, I may cry. Yeah, Ant-Man 3. Do you guys think they're going to kill Paul Rudd? I think that would certainly be brave. Not sure if they will do it, but maybe we'll see. Seems like he definitely is getting beaten up in the trailer by our buddy Kang. Do you like more uniformed suits, Skybound, Possession, etc., or more ununiformed suits like Sons of Garmadon Season 11? I think they could do like, I think there's a nice blend of both going on in Ninjago, you know? I think there's a lot of really awesome uniformed suits, a lot of really awesome ununiformed suits, but I'd say the uniform ones are probably a little bit more pleasing on the eye, just because they're all the same but different colors. Like the kimonos are some of my favorite suits out there, but at the same time, I love these Sons of Garmadon suits for the ninja. So I think both of them work depending on what type of suit you're talking about, but I will say the uniform suits are probably a little bit more my speed, just because they are a little more pleasing on the eye, at least for me. So with that being said, guys, why don't we answer maybe one more question before we wrap up the stream? We are just about out of time, so let's wrap up the stream with one more question, and then we will call it quits from there, and tomorrow we'll get back on the meme makers and the games and all that good stuff. So let's see. One more question here. Ow. Ugh, big stretch. My goodness. All right, what do we got here? Ooh, if Skylar had an OG symbol, what animal would it be? That's a good question, because we've seen, animals for the other ninja. Like Kai had a lion back in the day, or was it Zane that had a lion? If so, what did Kai have? Jay had like an octopus, that good stuff. What animal would Skylar have? Maybe like a, I was going to say maybe like, what's a good one where it would represent the power of Amber? I would say maybe like a chameleon, but I'm pretty sure that would be more Camille's speed. Ooh, a fox? Yeah, that'd be cool. Ooh, a tiger? Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Fox or tiger? Probably a tiger. I think a tiger would look real well. Really great for Skylar. Yeah, let's go with that. I'd say a tiger or a fox, one of those two. I think both of those would look fantastic. So, yeah, good idea, guys. Has anybody ever designed like an original symbol for Skylar? Not too sure. But yeah, a tiger would be awesome. Or a fox. Either of those. Zane had a tiger. Don't know if I'd call that a tiger. What would I even call that? On the new ones, it's a wolf. So, like on the Legacy suit for Zane, it's a wolf. No, it's a saber-toothed tiger. Yeah, you're right. Saber-toothed tiger. Okay, understandable. But I think like a regular tiger would work. I don't know why I thought it was a wolf. What am I thinking about? Does anybody have a wolf? Yeah, and in terms of why Jay had an octopus, no idea. Octopus clearly represents the power of lightning for some reason. So, yeah. With that being said, guys, why don't we go ahead and wrap up the stream today? I think that'll just about conclude it for the stream. I'm pretty tired. Maybe I'll go lay down for a bit, take a little nap before I get started with work and whatnot. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for here, ladies and gents. We're going to wrap up the stream. So, streaming schedule. We stream Monday to Friday, 6 to 7 Central. Daily updates on the community tab. All of that good stuff. And like I said, guys, tomorrow we are going to be doing more gaming stuff. So, probably going to be doing some Meme Maker tomorrow. Maybe even the next day. And then do gaming Thursday and Friday. Not sure what I want to do just yet. But for sure, we are going to be doing more gaming stuff tomorrow. So hopefully you guys are there. Hope to see you guys there. Let's get some hugs in the chat. And if not, no big deal. I do appreciate you guys checking out this stream right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Let's get some hugs in the chat. Sounds good. And with that being said, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for the stream here. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you guys again tomorrow, same time, same place for another stream. Have a fantastic day/night, everybody. And we'll see you guys again really soon. Peace.